I'm muted. Let's try that again. I am muted. Let's try that again. Appreciate all you guys tuning in for this one. For the final Q&A overtime stream, the final stream before we head off to Disney World. It's going to be a lot of fun. I am looking forward to it. So, the thing with that, sorry about the somewhat late start to the stream. Thought it was going to be 7. I decided to do an all-nighter last night. I figured the idea was, let's do an all-nighter. Let's work on as many videos as I possibly can. Right now, I got like 3.5 in the queue. Let's get as many videos as possible. Take a nap after I drop the car off, and then go from there. So, I'm going to the airport in like 5 hours' time. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. I see Keller with a 10er and Rob with a 6er. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. New Route with the Hive, and Brian Flores hires Lionel Hutz Jr. in his lawsuit against the NFL. Ooh, alright, so actual competent Hutz. Alright. If you've never been to a JG9 live stream before, how it works is like this for a Q&A overtime. I'm going to put some time on the clock. Every donation increases the time that we're on stream. Once the clock hits 0, that's going to be the end of the stream. But every donation increases the time that we will be on stream. You see what it takes to get into the queue. Any audios, any videos, any chat GPTs. And let me know which game you want. If you do donate, let me know which game you want. It counts toward you make the call. I know Keller wants the Chiefs. Appreciate you, man. And I know, I don't know which game you want, Rob. I forget which one. You wanted Vikings, I think? I'm trying to remember on that one. I appreciate all you guys tuning in. If you haven't seen today's video, click the link above. We also, the Fantasy League is also, I'll be posting this link every now and then, but we do have the Fantasy League that is in there. If you want to click, let me link that. So, a Gauntlet League? I think a Gauntlet League is that if you just can't finish last. I think a Gauntlet League is you just can't finish last. I could be wrong on that. I could be wrong. But I think a Gauntlet League is you just can't finish last. Shadur is probably playing against Philly. He is not. Nope. He's too hurt, which sucks. I want to see him play some more. I want to see him play. Number one song of the day of today's video. I'm going to say number one song in today's video. Alright, so December 30th, 1990. We're going to go Love Takes Time by Mariah Carey. I'm going to go Love Takes Time. Yeah, final Megadeth album. Crazy. Crazy. How's it going, Joe? Appreciate you, man. But I'm going to say Love Takes Time by Mariah Carey. How's it going, PFF? Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you tuning in. How's it going, Ben? Good morning from England. Nice. All the way across the pond. How's it going, guys? And let's see. Brand Sheriff retiring. I'm not surprised. I thought we knew that back in February. That he was retiring. So, Dana and Saturday looking after, Shannon looking after baby cousin we're doing today, tomorrow, because it's 12:33 in the morning there. All good. All good. As long as it's going to work out. As long as it works out. Michael with the tour as well. We got some Yugoslav war music. Appreciate you, man. And let me get you on the Vikings game. So, I did see the Taylor interview. I didn't see the final 20 minutes. Just got down to water park. Nice. I didn't see the final 20 minutes yet because I looked at the poster and stuff. Oh man, I couldn't have been that far off. I could not have been that far off with Love Takes Time. Tomorrow we go to Fenway. Have a great time, man. Never been to Fenway, but it's on my bucket list. It is on my bucket list. Yeah, so we just put in the Fantasy League. Oh, the time was 14. Oh man, it was on the charts at least. It was on the charts. It was, I think was it rising or was it falling? I think it was rising at that point. Alright, let's see what we got here. Brewers having the best record in baseball, most surprising thing the last 5 years in baseball. It's shocking. It's shocking. I think if you told someone the White Sox in 21, the rebuild is going to blow up in their face and they're gonna have the worst record in baseball in 3 years, I think people would have been shocked by that. Yeah, there's no Thursday football tonight, which is crazy. Mariners right now coming. Oh boy. Yeah, I don't know why there's no Thursday night game. I don't know why there's no Sunday game on there's no Sunday game in week 3 or Thursday game in week 3 as well. It seems like they're going away from national games for whatever reason. Bad series loss. Have a goal coming against the Stros. Yes, bad series loss to the Orioles. But which game do you want, Rob? I'll get you on the call for it. Ironically, yes, Stevie B's only number 1. Yep. Find the Brewers never won a World Series? I'd be too, but man, that would be a crazy story. It'll be a crazy story. But before we continue, let's, before we start this Q&A overtime, best worst college game I witnessed? Oh, man, on TV? Worst, I've seen a lot. Oklahoma Temple was pretty bad. We called that game. That game sucked. Best game I ever watched, I would say the Rose Bowl between USC and Texas back in 2005. The worst game I ever saw, you won Titans. Yep, I had a feeling you won Titans. All right, appreciate you, man. Worst game I ever saw, I mean, Oklahoma Temple was awful. We called that game. Last year, the best game we called, I think, was Ohio State, Oregon. Yeah, teams are more well stood. I get that, at least. I get that. Team of the 80s in Major League Baseball, who do I consider the team of the 80s? Ooh. That's a good question. I would say... I'm not really sure there was a team of the 80s in baseball. I'm just going to say the Cardinals, but I don't really know on that one. Maybe the A's. Let's go the A's. 6 to go the World Series, first 2 years of existence, more shocking than 25 Brewers. Yeah, especially with, the D-backs making it was crazy. Gridiron Gauntlet League, I don't know. I don't know. There's so many different leagues. I think Gauntlet just you have to finish last. You can't finish last. Same question for NFL. Best and worst game I witnessed. Worst game I witnessed, best game. Best game, Super Bowl 49. Worst game I've seen on TV, Giants-Cowboys Week 1. This, in 2024, that game was pretty bad. All right, but let's spin the wheel. Which song's going to be 25% off? So again, every song is $50 at karaoke, but $25 for whatever song the wheel lands on the next time I go, which will be in 2 weeks. Thoughts on schedule? I haven't seen the schedule yet. I've not seen the schedule. I know, like, some of the national games. Did they release the full thing? All right, let's spin the wheel. You have to go at least Science Sexy. I think so. The song that is half off is Any Way You Want It by Journey. So, Any Way You Want It by Journey is the song that is 50% off. I already have Don't You Forget About Me next time I go in 2 weeks. Yeah, the Dodgers or the A's. It's one of the two. 28 primetime Wolves games. Holy cow. Good for them. That's gonna suck for the fans in terms of it's gonna be late start times. A lot of like 10:30 games, I'm guessing. Oh, that's gonna be interesting. 28. That's more than a quarter of their season. Yeah. Anyway, You Want It by Journey is the song. So $25. Any Way You Want It. Live version karaoke. That is the song that is 50% off. All right. On that note, let's start this. Let's do a little Ride with the Hive and go from there. Let's start this Q&A overtime stream. Appreciate all you guys tuning in for this one. Yeah, you're still going to be in the playoffs. You're still going to be in the playoffs. So, all right, here we go. Table on the... Oh, God. All right. Okay, this literally just came out. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Here we go. Surround with the Hive. Pirates in the West Boys. Yeah, that's very surprising. All right, here we go. Yards are biggest threat. They look good right now. They look good. There's always one team that starts off the season as sellers, and then they come out of nowhere. All right. Haven't watched this? All right. There's a table on the road. At least some downtime primetime Wolves teams aren't bad. Yeah. Yeah, for Central Time, this gonna suck. Yeah, I haven't seen the schedule. I've honestly not seen the schedule yet. I didn't know it came out. My God, there's literally an entire table. How does a whole table get on the road is the question. Michael on our tour. Appreciate you, man. Get you on the bikes. And we're not going to be streaming tomorrow. No matter what happens in Disney, we're not going to be streaming tomorrow. So just keep that in mind. We're not going to be streaming tomorrow. Saturday, I think we should be good to stream at night. Yeah, Jose Ramirez is back. I mean, he's probably future Hall of Famer. Let's see. Sun's schedule. Check the Suns out. Why do the Suns have so many primetime games? What on earth? Why do the Suns appear on TV 9 times? They're going to be terrible this year. Why are we on TV 9 times? Okay, well, there's a whole folding table. That's literally just an entire folding table on there. How did that even get there? How does a whole folding table get... I'm so confused. Done with the Panthers release Shaq Thompson? No, I thought it was fine. He's on the older side of things. He's on the older side. He's lost a step. I get it. MLB teams didn't have numbers until the 20s because the owners said it would make the uniforms look too busy. Now they got sponsors. How the times have changed. How the times have changed. Oh my god. That is crazy. Literally just an entire table on the road. And then I'm guessing the highway patrol just calls someone to have them, like, displace it. How do you even, like, either you threw a table out or you just, or, like, there's a fastened on, which is crazy. Yeah, J-Rom's really good. J-Rom is really good. It's been so consistent for the last decade. Favorite Panther of all time? Keekly. I'll go Keekly. I'll go Keekly. Friends, Red Sox fans, so friends, Red Sox fans able to get tickets, so we're going for her and family. Nice. That's going to be awesome. That's going to be awesome. All right. Well, pulling people over for going under. Nice. All right. Pulling people over for going under in the left lane. I like that. I like that. Favorite ball that's not standing anymore. I heard nothing but good things about Ebbets Field. I miss the old Yankee Stadium. I heard nothing but good things about Ebbets Field back in the day. For 70,000 fans expected at Daytona, not surprised. It's actually surprised if it's not more. I thought it'd be like in the 90,000 range. Yeah, but the Suns schedule, just looking at that, I'm looking at the Suns. They play 6 games in 8 days. Why on earth are they doing that? Or 9 games. Red Sox Marlins is a must. I'm in Disney. I can't do Red Sox Marlins. I'm in Disney. Why do the Suns play 6 games in 9 days? They play Friday, Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. Why? They ain't playing that out well at all. Right, did an episode. I like they do that in Utah. That's a problem in Phoenix. Though in Phoenix, they also you either go 100 or you go 50. There's no in between. On a 65, you're either going 50 or you're going 100. There's no in between. But God, that final stretch for the Suns, final 4 games: Houston, Dallas, LA, Oklahoma City. God bless them if they need help. Disney World, yes, Disney World, yeah. And Disney, I'm not gonna be streaming tomorrow. I can guarantee you that I'm not streaming tomorrow. But I will say Saturday we should be good. I have to double check how the weather is. Not weather. Wow. Check how the internet is, the Wi-Fi is. Right, it's usually well sent to the 500, but right, but that's like 50% capacity. Girlfriend fell and hurt her knees. Well, Disneyland, I like Disneyland a lot. It's a different vibe, but I like Disneyland a lot. Girlfriend fell on her knees earlier. Joe was more concerned about deliveries. Oh, jeez. That's awful. Sorry to hear that, man. Sorry to hear that. Thoughts on the Jazz schedule? Let me check. That sounds like a bad situation. That sounds like a really bad situation. Reno Acosta? Yes. Yes, I will be. But, let's see. Jazz schedule. Why do they play a back-to-back against New Orleans at home? Why do they play New Orleans twice in 3 days at home? That doesn't make a lot of sense. Phoenix twice in the first 5 games. Minnesota back to... Why are they playing so many back-to-backs? Minnesota back-to-back games. Houston back-to-back games. Dallas back-to-back games. Did they not think about the Jazz at all? It's like 4 times they play an opponent back-to-back times. Or it's FedEx. Yeah, that makes sense then. That makes sense. Yeah, weather should be fine. Yeah, I meant the Wi-Fi. I know it's going to rain every day in Disney, but that's Florida for you. Vikings lost 4 Super Bowls with continuous run to the left side. Yeah, I think also quarterback play. Quarterback play to some extent. I mean, they got off to slow starts. Remember, the Vikings didn't score any points until the 4th quarter of any of their games. They were Spurs, yeah. I don't get it. But the streaming schedule, again, Friday I'm not going to be streaming. Saturday I will be, hopefully. It depends on the Wi-Fi. Oh, you're giving out stickers? Oh. I love that. I love that. If there's a baby in the back seat, giving out stickers. I love that. That's a build relationships. That's really good. That's really good on them. It's really good. How's it going, Lemon Cheese? I appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate you being here, man. You see what it takes to get into the queue? We are doing a little Q&A overtime action right now. And again, this is the last stream before Disney. Won't be streaming tomorrow, but we'll have a new video dropping tomorrow as well. Sorry for Fantasy Football League. Hopefully I can win again. We'll see. Video from the hockey guy's other channel, entertainment guy. People work in the media industry, Stuart Hart. Oh, yeah. I didn't know he had a second channel. For Najee Harris with the running back 1 duty. Odds he does. Gretzky says, appreciate you, man. Odds he wins running back 1, like 10%. It's not going to be high. The Ravens Saints, I'm born in the USA. Oh, that was a funny one. That was a fun one. Best chance Vikings had in the last 25 years from the Super Bowl? I mean, in theory, it should have been 2017. No, 2009. 2009. Easily 2009. Easily 2009. All right, let's see. King's schedule. Or Blazers schedule, I mean. How's it going? Could you appreciate you, man, from Broncos country? How would Washington be had Lombardi survived? They'd be pretty good. I honestly think they wouldn't be as good as they were under George Allen because they wouldn't do that strategy. Part of the reason why they were so good is because George Allen just was like, screw them picks. So I don't think they would have been as good under Lombardi. It doesn't mean that Lombardi is worse than George Allen. I don't think they would have been as good under Lombardi because of the way that he built his teams versus how Allen built his teams. Do you say in basketball in between Super Bowl and baseball? Yeah. I think we should be doing that. We should be doing that potentially. Might do college basketball instead. Blazers schedule. That is a brutal stretch to start off the season. Minnesota, Golden State, Clippers, Lakers to start off. Oof, that's rough. That is very, very rough. Houston back-to-back games. Sacramento. What's with the back-to-backs? I never get that. Memphis back-to-back. Okay, there is a stretch here. Phoenix, Memphis, Philly. There's a stretch in February they got a shot. All right, let's see the schedule on February 9th. So she's going to college? No, she graduated from grad school. So now she's going to be working in the school system as a psychologist. She's going to be a school psychologist. So she is working in the school system. Why did Prime pass for that situation? It's because they had 12 on the field. They had a 5-yard penalty, so they were a bit out of field goal range. They want to get a bit closer. Cowboys still be bad like they were in the late 80s? Yes, Landry had run his course. Landry was done by that point. Alex discussing non-hockey things? Nice. Giants finished with 70. I'm going to say 75. 400 minutes at down in college game going on. That is true, yeah. That is true. Betson or Allen would be gassed by the playoffs? Yeah, see, they would be. But the question is, with the draft expanding and whatnot, merging with the AFL, would Lombardi have done it? I don't know. Does this say good luck? Appreciate you. I will. Okay, 8-year-old. Oh, no. Oh, 8-year-old. I'm guessing the 8-year-old has no idea where. Oh. Oh, yeah. 8-year-old will come to the side of the road by himself. Yeah, I would definitely make sure he's okay. Another bad plow pick. Yep, that's the farthest story. It seems like he's crying. Oh, mom didn't pick... Oh, my God. Oh, my God, his mom didn't pick him up? His mom didn't pick him up? And he was walking like the side of the road? It's like lives so far... Oh, my God. No, drive him home. Oh, my God. Yeah, how do I have a 6 league of a nice street? Yeah, that's... The Mets are something for you this year. Where's it going on? Hopefully all of them. Grossi 17 won the division last year, winning it this year. Wouldn't shock me. Honestly, especially in the AFC, wouldn't shock me. NBA and NBC disappoints in the ratings. I'm going to say fact. Kilmer over Jurgensen. Kilmer had a bit of a noodle arm. Yeah, I think so. Man. That is heartbreaking. Mumford got a pick. Oh, no. State-spanning student cell phone use at school. Yeah, that's going around. Best friend, car rider during school? I was car rider. Depends on the school. High school, I was car. Middle school, I was car because my mom dropped me off on the way to work. Elementary, I was bus. Okay, so here's the thing with student cell phone use. I'm just worried about from a safety standpoint. What kind of food am I gonna eat there? I mean, Disney food's got Disney ice cream sandwiches, pizza. I mean, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. But the student cell phone use, on one hand, I get it for certain things. I do get it for certain things. I don't think you should be policing whether they can use their phone or not during lunch. I don't think that should be a thing. And I also am scared because of all the school shootings that have happened in this country, unfortunately. I'm also scared from a safety standpoint that there's no way to contact. Like, if there's an emergency, no one's got their phone on them. I'm very worried about that. I could definitely see, unfortunately, I could see something like that happening, and a lot of lawsuits and a lot of people that would be in trouble as a result. No, public schools. Public schools. Public schools. I think private, you can do whatever you want. But this is like public schools. Like New York State has a law now. How's it going, Miles? Appreciate you, man. Yeah, Mets. Oof. They looked good yesterday for like 3 innings. What cell phone use have to do? No, I'm saying... What I'm saying... Or like a bombing. What I'm saying is you're scared you need to get picked up. We want to let your parents know you're okay or whatnot. And now you can't text them. No. Take what? No. No, to text their parents and let them know, like, can you come get me? Or I'm okay. Like, this is happening right now. I'm okay. We're in locked, like, just to let them know they're, like, you know what I mean? Like, not to call them. I'm not saying to call them or take videos. Yeah, text suspend it. Yep. Emergency. Okay, if students, there was emergency students would have to line up and use a classroom phone. But Texas schools are, wait, so every student has to line up one-on-one? Jeez. Yeah, that's not going to be an insane process. Thoughts on Isaiah Bond and Judkins being with the Browns? I mean, the Chargers got dropped on Judkins, so I'm not surprised by that. Let's finish below 500. Can you imagine? Judkins going to play this season. And Bond, we'll see how he does. We'll see how Bond does. Not the craziest about Bond, but I mean, the Chargers were... how things were in the 90s. I mean, unfortunately, we didn't see, or I mean, fortunately, until Columbine was like one of the first, and now it's like it's way too often that it happens. I know for me personally, senior year, my school had a bomb threat. My senior year, to the point where like they had to bring like sniffing dogs and basically search your premises and whatnot. And I was terrified. And if I was like trapped in there, I had no way to contact my parents, that would be to say like, hey, come get me, or this is what's happening. Like, I would be like terrified. See, California or Florida? I like Florida Disney better. I like it better. Students need a union? I don't know about that, but... So, I did see the Michael Penix thing. I did see that. That was incredible. How did no one notice? Now, look, if you want to ban phones in the classroom, I'm fine with that. If you want to ban phones in the classroom, completely fine with that. I think lunch should be fair game. I think if you don't have class, it should be completely fair game to do whatever you want with your phone. Completely fair game. Again, I agree. Is there a difference in California and Florida? Yes. Florida's way bigger. Yeah, look, I completely agree with the idea of no phones in the actual classroom. I completely agree with that. I think lunch should be fair game. I think at the very least, why can't the rule just be you can't have your phone with you anywhere in school unless you are at lunch? Unless you're in the lunchroom, you can have your phone anywhere in school. If you take your phone out, it's an automatic, it goes to the principal's office. automatically you can't get it back for the rest of the day. Why can't it just be like that? Why can't it just be like that? College student, yeah. Oh no, Kudro, I'm not talking about that. I don't get why it can't just be, you can't have your phone with you at any time. It has to be inside your locker or in your backpack. If it's seen, it's a one strike policy. If the phone gets seen, it gets taken by the teacher and you can't get it back for the rest of the day or however long the time period is. Why can't it just be like that? Why can't that just be the thing? Like if I want, like, why should I be punished for other people's misbehavior? Believe me, I'm fine with, we're not game, yeah, well, Game Boys in the classroom, yeah, well, that's, yeah, well, at least phones could serve an educational purpose, like if you need to look something up, at least I could see phones serving purpose. Yeah, Game Boys serve no educational purpose. Right. So, again, I am definitely in the belief that kids are addicted to their phones. I definitely think people need to do something about it. I completely think we're going about this the wrong way. That's what yeah. The self-fighting, and then they're going to get suspended? Jeez. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Right, yeah. Yeah, no, I get you, NKC. I completely get you. Students have wait, okay, we didn't have laptops. We didn't have laptops. We did not have laptops. I think that is insane. Unless it's you can only access certain things. It's like one of those laptops where, like, certain apps. We didn't have laptops. I'm guessing like those are like the private schools. We did not have laptops. I mean, I remember elementary school, you had to, like, if we were doing a project, you had to wheel the laptop card in. You had to wheel the laptop card in. Going to such an extreme band of something, yep, that's prohibition, yep. Dealt with this issue when I was there, I had to move our annual rival game to Saturdays because of threats. Yeah, we had a Blacklight game Friday night, that went by the wayside after there was a stabbing there, so. Yeah, I just think a lot of things can be true at once. I think kids are addicted to their phones. Kids are addicted to their phones. Kids should not have their phones on them in a classroom. Kids should be able to do what they want in their free time with their phones. And kids should be able to have an emergency contact, a way of contacting people in case of emergencies. And I think a public school, I think we're going about this the wrong way. Like, I get what they're trying to do. Believe me, I completely get it. Less than 4 going to Disney World? Yes, it is. Yeah, Game Boys were left at home. Yeah. Like, believe me, I completely get why they're doing this. I just don't agree with the way they're going about it. I just don't agree with the way they're going about it. I think it should be no phones. You can have your phone on you at all times, but you can't ever use it in the classroom. It can't be out. If anyone sees it, automatically it gets removed, and you can't get it back till the end of the day. Because there are some teachers, too, that encourage phone use. I know for me, in my AP US class, my teacher encouraged you to use your phone to, like, look stuff up. Like, there were times where he was teaching, and he was like, wait, this, watching Vincent live streams? No, it does not. But, yeah, have laptops in the classroom, sir? Yes. Laptops, I'm assuming they're, like, you can only access certain things. I'm assuming they're, like the hardwire, like, the laptops where you can only access, like, certain websites. Seeing the TV being wheeled into your classroom, going to the computer lab. TV wheeled into the classroom. TV wheel was incredible. Phone goes why makes the noise of that bed? Yeah, that would be a one striker out. But, like, I remember, like, he would encourage us to Google stuff in there, and I think the other thing too, that this is part of the problem people have with school is, and this is part of why I loved High Point University. This is why, yeah, free time in May and June, yeah. Computer labs, they exist. No, they exist. Labs user requests because the professor was boring and didn't want to be there. I can respect that. Yeah, tier slides used for research? Yes. Yes. ESPN and NBA game the usual Pro Bowl slot with a Pro Bowl with time slots? I don't think so. Wait, when? Oh, yeah. Yeah, it might be at night. They might move it to night. They might move it to nighttime. Unless they start the Pro Bowl at 1 o'clock. Educate myself more wacky history while you go forever. I can respect that. You ever seen get to school issued laptop? Yeah, I'm guessing those laptops are like certain things. So my friends once broke one of the school's firewalls. Ooh, that's a problem. So here's the other thing too. And this is one of the problems people have with school and how the school system works right now. And I get it. In today's day and age, people complain about school because it's a lot of memorization. It's a lot of memorize, put in, put out. I think laptops are a distraction. I mean, I had my laptop in law school, and I think laptops are maybe even a bigger distraction than phone. I think laptops actually could be a bigger distraction than phone, and here's why I say that. Because a phone, everyone knows what you're doing on your phone. A phone, if you have your phone up like this, the teacher knows, like, you're not paying attention. Or if you're looking down constantly, they know you're not paying attention. If you're on your laptop, they think you're taking notes or whatnot, or on the website that they told you to go on. You could be on something else. You could be on social media. You could be on Twitter. You could be on stuff like that. Like, laptops, and they would have no idea. Like, I would work on videos during law school. Professors had no idea. Maybe probably ABC only. Maybe. So, I think laptops can actually be a bigger distraction. Yeah, any type of electronic device to get to the internet. Yep. But like the thing with me, I'm on mobile about to die, hopefully on 10 minutes. Oh yeah, we'll still be good for 10 minutes. Yeah, appreciate you, man. Hopefully get a charger. Defense cell phone swap out. No. Okay, hang on. This is like a very complicated subject. This is not a black or white thing. But my thing with school right now, it feels like we're teaching kids how to learn for the world as it was 30 years ago. What? No. What? Absolutely not on that. I think if you're caught doing that on school grounds, you should be suspended. Absolutely not on that. Absolutely not. But I think, what time does my flight leave? My flight leaves at 11 o'clock. My time. So 2 o'clock Eastern time. Your second open laptop text to do something that isn't paying attention, taking notes? Yep. Me too. Because, again, the professor has no idea. Professor has no idea whatsoever. Versus phone, you know. And with school's first offense gone for the day, second offense, parents have to come pick it up, third offense, it was booked with the SRO and school suspension. Wow. Yeah, that sounds about right. Completely done with paper assignments, do everything in Google Classroom. Yeah, well, the thing with that now is obviously ChatGPT writing essays. Runs on the World Series fiction, but that'd be fun if they did. Triggers have a firewall that protects against distractions. Yep, and the teacher, right? The lab they're able to see if you're doing work, because the lab it's built like a round, but in like a classroom, if it's like rows and rows and rows, if the teacher's up here, you can't see anything. Tigers Phillies win the World Series. It looks pretty good right now. Looking pretty good. I'm gonna say, yeah, looking pretty good for that. But my thing with right now with school, Sixers schedule, I think they'll get like 30. I don't think they're a good team this year. 30 years memorization was good. No. But you had no other option. It was almost like the teachers that say you'll never have a calculator on you. The teachers that say you'll never have a calculator on you, and now you have it on your phone. Now, obviously, you don't have like a TI-84 on you. So, like, you can't do, like trig on your phone, but you can do basic stuff. But the thing with school right now is that it's teaching you, basically it's teaching you, how to memorize stuff. And there are stuff you should need to memorize. Obviously, I'm not denying that. We shouldn't be able to just put everything in to an AI system and that's your education. That would be terrible. I brought my own lunch. I didn't eat from the school cafeteria. I brought a bagel every day. So, obviously, I don't want it to be just how, I don't want school to be just have the computer do everything for me, and now I'm ready to go into the real world. That'll be awful. There are actually trick apps now. Jeez, that'd be terrible. But I do think there is something to the idea that we live in a world where phones are going to be around forever. phones are going to be around forever. AI is going to be around forever at this point. So, how do we teach kids not to reject it, but use it to their advantage in a way that prepares them for the world as it's going to be and as it is right now, and makes them smarter, if that makes sense. I'm getting at. It's a balancing act. I think we're going too extreme in that direction when you ban phones outright. I think we're going too extreme in that direction, if that makes sense. It's a balancing act. Because we're teaching kids how to operate in a world without phones, when phones are always going to be around. Phones are always going to be around. We are teaching kids how to operate in a world that is not a reality. And teaching kids how to learn in a world that is not a reality. If that makes sense. Let's allow phones and teach kids. Look, I'm in the belief that there are some professors that think like that and encourage phone use for educational purposes. Like if you need to look something up, there are some teachers that you have to do your assignment on your phone. Mom, argue that school teaches you how to answer questions to people you don't like? Yeah. I feel like I'm pretty smart, but I wish I attended school 5 years earlier because I wouldn't be tempted to use ChatGPT. Yeah, I'm glad I never got to use ChatGPT. Most teachers don't have laptops when they give a lecture. That's the way it should be. Yeah, that's the way it should be. Again, it's a complicated subject. It's one of those things where, obviously, kids are addicted to their phones. Kids are addicted to their phones. We can all agree on that. Kids are addicted to their phones, and there needs to be something done about that, while not going in the complete extreme of let's ban phone use entirely. There's a middle ground here, where we can accept the reality that kids are, that the society is based on, society has phones, and you have information in your pocket, while at the same time, recognize that we shouldn't be addicted to it. Professor Sweeney, you ChatGPT for second opinions? That's a bad idea. That's a bad idea. You're not relying on it. Oh, yes. The more you rely on it, the more we're the world of humanity. Yep. They actually did a study on that. They actually did a study that people who use AI, their creativity goes down. Measure my sports misery score, 89. Yep, I'm 89. I'm 89 too. D-backs, Suns, and Jaguars, 89 all the way. Again, it's not a one-size-fits-all model. It's one of those where, obviously, I'm not an expert on this. Obviously, I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a teacher. I'm not an expert on this at all. And talking for 10 minutes is not going to solve what is a global pandemic, a global crisis. Joe the Fiver, why don't I learn how ChatGPT cheats on other assignments? Oh, God. Oh, God. I'll get you on the Jets. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. $5 more gets to the queue at this point. Like, it's one of those... It's one of those things, the only time laptops should be used is for note-taking. When there are assignments and abilities, you're allowed to research it for exams, so laptop paper only. Yep. Or, I'm fine with laptops on exams if and only if it's the internet's blocked off. So I know, like, for law school, there was what was the name of that program? Lockify, maybe? Might have been Lockify. So, it's basically a program where it locks your computer. It's basically a program where it completely locks your computer. Yeah, less you use it, less it function. There you go. It's a program. There's a program that locks your computer. Yeah, checked in classroom. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. For certain, like, if the teacher, look, I'll put it this way. If the teacher says, don't use your phones, the teacher says, don't use your phones, I'm not going to argue against it. But I also think there are some teachers that realize, hey, we can use phones in an educational way here. I don't want to ban it outright. I trust these kids, and until they prove not to be trustworthy, I'm going to trust them. I don't think we should be restricting the way they're allowed to teach, if that makes sense. Proctorio, yeah, we use, I think it was like Lockify, whatever it was. But some years of things where students either turn their phone to go zero participation if caught. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Again, it should be up to the teacher. It should be up to the teacher. Why is it the school's business if I watch the hub? It's not. You can watch the hub at home. You can't do it on school property. You can't do it on a school laptop, but you want to watch the hub at home? Go for it. No one's gonna stop you. Right, many high school classrooms require phones as attendance. Some kids have burner phones. Yeah. That's interesting. The law is less just trying to make the world better and more we want things to be the way we grew up because new ways are bad. Yeah. Yeah. Schools check. No, like you have to drop off your phone. Not they don't check your searches. No. No, check phones is in like you. No, no, check phones. We're talking about checking phones. We're not talking about that. We're talking about handing your phones in. Come on with 0. Congrats, Mets, for only allowing 1 run the 4th, not 9. Hey, progress. Progress. No, Jacob, that's a whole different thing. That's a whole different thing. That's a whole different thing. When checking phones, we're not talking about search history. We're talking about you're tied for 5th right now. You're tied for 5th. We're talking about a whole different thing. We're talking about like dropping off your phone. That's what we're talking about. Again, it's not a one-size-fits-all model. I think the states are trying to make it a one-size-fits-all model. That's basically what it comes down to. The states are trying to regulate how 500 schools in the state operate on a one-size-fits-all model when that's not the reality. Right? Obviously, something needs to be done. We can all agree something needs to be done. Just the way they're going about it, not crazy. Not crazy about. For a lot of reasons. But it's a fascinating topic. And I'll put it this way. My sister is working in the school system for the first time this year. I mean, she's worked in the school system before as like part of like her credits that she had to get. But yeah, States and Canada, yep. So this is like her first like actual job. I want to like you know what I mean. Like first, you say laws spare the supersede federal laws for the most part. Yep, that's the 10th Amendment. But this is like her first. I don't want to say first job, but because she's had jobs obviously. But like this is like her first like full-time job in the school system. I'll put it that way. First full-time job. She's gonna be there every day, so she'll probably have a good experience in terms of she'll get to see firsthand what this is like being in New York. And then Michael, another $5. Appreciate you, man. So we're gonna go triple. We're gonna go triple on this. All right, we're gonna go with 3 in a row. Again, the song $25 just for Any Way You Want It by Journey. Any Way You Want It by Journey is the song for $25. That's the song that is okay, wait, this is not even close to right. Hang on. Give me a second here, guys. The donation total is way off. Donation total is way off. Give me a second. Where are we at? It is... Well, it was $26.98. And then Michael with the 5 so 31. Appreciate you, man. I was going to say, that is way off. I was going to say, that'd be incredible if we did that already. Again, we'll be streaming on Saturday. We're not, probably. We're not going to be streaming Friday. I can tell you that much. Favorite Disney anime movie, not Pixar, Lion King. Lion King. Even if we count Pixar, Lion King's the best. Lion King's the best. Alright, so we got 3 of these Yugoslav songs in a row. Okay. You hear the Congo drums on this. Whew. This feels like an 80s song. Lion King, yes. Schools in Europe have the same regulations on phones? I'm guessing it's different based on the country. I mean, there's like 45 different countries in Europe or something like that. Guess it's based on the country. I don't know. I don't know too much about the European school system. New ESPN College Scoreboard. I didn't see it. There's a new one? There's a new one? Hang on. Let me check it out. Oh, yeah. Let me check the translation on this. So this is just... A legend was born among the people to defend Bosnia. So this is just, we're going to fight for Bosnia. We're going to fight for Bosnia. The new ESPN College Scoreboard. I have no idea what you're talking about. Did Awful Announcing tweet something? I just missed it? Hunchback's really good. Did Awful Announcing tweet something out and I completely missed it? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Score bug on the opening. Okay, yeah, there it is. There's a lot of wasted space. Especially Macedonian. Is it this one? I have Bosnian War Song. Oh, yeah, I see it. A lot of wasted space. Is it this one? CBS score fell off for 27. It's still pretty good. Still really good. Hercules I think is a bit overrated. A lot of Huts saying someone for or against banning phones. I think against banning phones. I think Huts would go against banning phones. Appreciate you, Joe. Appreciate you, man. Is this not the right one? Are there multiple? Oh, wait, hang on. Hang on. This is the right song. I did the wrong lyrics. Okay, here we go. There's a brigade, we sing it now. Okay, here we go. Sing Bosnia, let it be known. Hang on. It's supposed to be Macedonian? Wait. Some schools were completely broke because they went their entire budget put to phone pouches, can't stay open and stay locked all day, now they can't afford it. I think, yeah, that's stupid. That's crazy. That, to me, is another problem. Like, these schools are spending millions on phone pouches, and, yeah, that's crazy. But, Sing 1-5? Oh, boy. Wow, that's a first. Okay. No money down. Yeah, I clicked the wrong lyrics. There's a brigade, we sing of it now, let it be known, let it be heard. Sing Bosnia? Wait. Is that the right song? I spelled it, yeah. If I pick some movie, Toy Story 2 is great. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go Toy Story 2 on that one. Probably gonna go Toy Story 2. The brigade's gonna battle all the way to Adrena. That's what I got. We're gonna fight the good fight. Kelly with a 5, appreciate you, man. Yeah, yep, new score. Yep, there it is. The new score bug. A lot of wasted space. A lot of wasted space. Got you on the Chiefs. Appreciate you, man. Okay, wait, hang on. Oh, wait, that was the wrong one. Okay, hang on. Oh, no, Mike, we're still in the first one. That's why. We're still in the first song. We just started the first song. That's why. We just started the first song. I haven't gotten to that one yet. So you're good. You're good. You know, we haven't even gotten to that song yet. We just started the first one. Appreciate you, number Rhino. Get Lionel Hudson and Troy McClure mixed up in my head. Both are Harmon performance, so I guess it makes sense. Yep. And they're both great characters. You may remember me from such classic films as Here Comes the Metric System. Brick Plowfield 25. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, Mana. Let me get you on. Playoff Field. Okay. Let me just get this in really quickly. Hang on. We get top 3. You are... You're only 100 off the top 3. You're only 100 off top 3. It's not too bad. Only 100 off top 3. Appreciate you, man. And hang on, I need to add 3 more of that. I did the math wrong. Yeah, they call yarder pouches. I know they use them in, like, comedy shows. These are, like, comedy shows. If you have instrumentation on that, like, it's very, like... It's like, that didn't feel like a chant. I feel like most of these songs feel like war chants call and response. There was nothing with that. Okay, Adam Jashardi, the next one. But the playoff field, yeah, $80,000 on that's insane. Oh, you're good, man. You're good. You're good. Playoff field. I'm gonna say... Blue Jays win the East, Tigers win the Central, Stros win the West, Mariners make the playoffs, Yankees make the playoffs. I'm going to go Guardians make the playoffs over the Red Sox. And then NL, Phillies win the East, Brewers win the Central, Dodgers win the West, Padres get a wild card, Cubs get a wild card, and I'm going to go at this point the Reds. Favorite Disney character of all time? I mean, I do love Simba. Yeah, that's cool, but there's a lot of wasted space on that bug. Best hitting season Smart begin. I would probably go with Barry Bonds. I mean, he was basically the best hitter in baseball without a bat. I think Barry Bonds, 31 about him with steroids, but that was the best one. Red Sox drop out entirely. I mean, yeah. I could see it. I could definitely see it, the Red Sox dropping out entirely. The Guardians are 62. The Red Sox are 66. I could see it. Red Sox over Yankees? Well, they do have a series coming up. They do have a 3-game series coming up. Yeah, Yankees are the last of the Mets and Red Sox. What's for you right now? Yeah. Yeah, that might be a prediction right after the playoff field. Yeah, it depends on how they do against the Yankees. Yep. The Yankees series next weekend is huge, obviously. That series, we'll have a better idea. Jags need yawner pouches, so do they use their phones to practice for game days? I don't think that's an issue for them. We'll find out on Sunday to keep the bug. Well, they'll debut during like week 1. They're fine going like with an older bug for the preseason. New or old profile pick. I like the new one. I do like the new one. Why Dodgers from the West? I don't know. I just have a gut feeling. It's really just a gut feeling. Favorite Florida football game I was playing in Florida, college or professional? Favorite one, college or professional. 27-0 comeback against the Chargers. Yeah, Phoenix Summers 191 RBI. That's crazy. Red Sox Yankees? Yep, that's Sunday night game. We're streaming Sunday night. Friday night we're doing preseason. Saturday night it's the Jaguars game. Sunday night Yankees Red Sox Sunday night baseball. All right. So this one is this is the wrong song. Adam Jashari. That's right. There's no Okay. YouTube comment might do it. The men of the earth are gone. Give the rifle back to the enemy. I come out to the God of Father. Wow. May God protect my fellow Albanians. So, we're going to war. God help us all. Okay. Say who's down the right, but don't want to start for it. You're good. Yankees really got to win 3 or 4 from Boston? Yeah. Worst player in any sports Hall of Fame. Oh, God. Worst in any sports Hall of Fame. Basketball's got... Okay. Worst in any Hall of Fame? I would say... Teams get in the Hall of Fame in basketball. There are teams that are in the Hall of Fame. So I would say... Yeah, okay, I got the answer for you. It's not Harold Baines. Any games still going? A few right now, I would think. Yeah, Marlins Guardians, 5-4 Guardians, 2-1 Phillies, 1-1 Braves Mets. Andre Johnson. No, I'll tell you the worst. I'll tell you the worst. Ready? Basketball, no one can top this. I don't care what your opinion on Baines, Namath, any of those guys. No one can top this. I guarantee it. No one can top this one. The first team to ever play basketball is in the Hall of Fame. Stream Saturday? Yeah, we should be streaming Saturday night from my hotel room in Disney. The first team to ever play basketball is in the Basketball Hall of Fame. So, the 18 guys at the Springfield YMCA who had no idea what basketball was, picked it up, and played a 1-0 game, they're in the Hall of Fame. There's your winner. There's your winner. Can anyone top that? Can anyone possibly top that for the worst player in any of the Big Four Hall of Fames? If you can, I'd love to hear it. From just going to... Right, there's historic significance, but we're talking worst player in. We're talking the worst player in. I go to the YMCA, I have no idea what the sport is, and the next thing you know, I'm standing on the sidelines, just figuring out what to do with this ball, and all of a sudden, I'm in the Hall of Fame. That's the winner. But if you mean for talent, yes, solely on merit, okay. Solely on merit, that changes the question. It's still basketball. Basketball, you can breathe, you're in the Hall of Fame. If you can breathe in basketball, you're in the Hall of Fame. I like the instrumentation on this. I like that a lot. Let's see. The worst, just based on just pure talent. Oh, okay. There's some pure talent. They can't have that. Yep. Bonds and Judkins, I can charge anything. Surprised about Bond? Not surprised about Judkins. British Hall of Fame? No. No. But his longevity is impressive. His longevity is very impressive. Kelly with a $5. Appreciate you, man. Okay, yeah, worse based on just... Ooh. But pre-weekend bracket, panic meter for the Red Sox, I would say it's not good right now. I would say 7. James, somebody trust with. License to kill. That's good. Had to hide fracking somewhere. No one would look, and it was a building with a woman's vest. Jeez. I'm not sure that would apply today, but appreciate you, Keller. Pre-weekend bracket: Jays, Tigers, Stros, Mariners, Red Sox, Yankees. All right, let's think about this one. Stros, Mariners, Jays, Tigers, Tigers over the Jays. Dodgers, Papier, 6. And then Brewers, Phillies, Padres over Mets, Dodgers over Cubs right now. Brewers over Dodgers, Phillies over Padres, Phillies over Brewers, and then Tigers over Phillies. Yeah, if it was March, yeah, that's a 10, yeah. Go to airport soon? No, my flight's not for another 5.5 hours. My flight's not until 5.5 hours, so I'm totally fine. I'm totally fine. But the worst based on merit alone. I mean, Baines is up there. Baines is definitely up there. You can't start with that. Screwball's froze is fraudulent? How is he fraudulent? How is Screwball fraudulent? What, he allowed 3 runs today? Okay. So what? He's still pitching his butt off this year. Lynn Summers football. Yeah, Lloyd's a good pick for basketball. Lloyd's a good pick for basketball. It's actually a really good pick for basketball. I would say Buddy Jeanette. He played 3 years in the NBA. That's apparently Hall of Fame. Buddy Jeanette played 3 years in the NBA. He's Hall of Fame, yeah. Friends of Hall of Fame basketball was women? That's awesome. That is awesome. All right, next up in the queue. This is the Macedonian one. Right, no, he was consistently hurt. Yeah, he had the knees of a 90-year-old. Yeah, worst baseball, how... Yeah, it's Baines. It's not even close on that one. Okay. It's not even close. Worst football? I would go Bryant Young over Joe Namath. But... Yeah, Red Sox... Yeah, if they don't win the series against the Marlins, it's time to really panic. All right. Flying with American Southwest. I'm going Southwest. All right, this is the one. I will fight against CME, kick him out of our land, kick him out of Macedonia. Okay. So... Don't cry if I die. We're fighting for Macedonia here. Okay. 5.2. All right. You know, that's basically 8 innings for any other team. Well, she's why not? Yes. Yeah, we're special. I mean, Buddy Jeanette played 3 seasons. He got inducted as a player. I don't know why. I mean, this guy's a Hall of Famer, apparently. I know nothing about him. But just looking at him, like, how the heck is he a Hall of Famer? Hope I don't lose my luggage. I'm not bringing luggage. I'm not bringing my luggage, which is good. My parents are packing for me. My parents are bringing my luggage down because I can't lift anything more than 15 pounds or 10 pounds. Commissioner 7 me right now. She's just happy about Taylor Swift. She's just happy about Taylor Swift. So I would say she's like a 9 out of 10 towards happiness. The Giants are sucking, but other than that, Taylor Swift is just doing incredible stuff. Met Savitz said runs, maybe you could leave. Yeah. Jerry Hall of Famer now as a player. Yeah, contributor. Yeah, without him, the merger probably doesn't happen. Yeah. Yeah, 11 Hall of Famers are Christian Laettner. But at least Laettner was a beast in college. Spirit, I'm not fine with Spirit. Southwest. Dustin Hoffman? I haven't seen too many of his movies. He was good in Wag the Dog. I remember him, Wag the Dog. He was good in that. Whereas Department have a college player. Yes. Wish it was a trade. Me too. Yeah, Shaq would have been a better pick than Laettner, but I get why they did Laettner. Come on, with Mets season not back on still until a star besides DP goes 6. I get that. Taylor Swift most viewed episode. I'm stunned by that. By that I mean I'm not even remotely surprised. Southwest good? I'm just finding because it's the most convenient. I have nothing against South. Well, I don't like their system of. Well, they're getting rid of the system though. I don't like their system of no assigned seats, but I have priority boarding on this one, so you work software specifically owners and commissioners. Yep, you're not wrong there. Not wrong there. So much accordion in these songs. So much accordion. My allergic quality starts because they're feeble. Offense because they're feeble. No heart. Flying New York, Orlando. Going direct to Orlando. My parents are flying down from New York. They're bringing my luggage for me because we're packing a lot because we're staying there for a week. D-Box Dark Memphis 1. Yep. I'll have that one on. Yes, I'll fall off a cliff. Yep. Well, I like the assigned seats because it was just so inefficient the other way. It was so stressful. It's already stressful enough flying. Why make it more stressful? I'm fine with the assigned seats. What's this, a pan flute? You know, 2 bags free. Getting rid of that is crazy. That, now they're no better than anyone else. Face terrifying turbulence to flight? Yes. Oh, yeah. But I know that turbulence can't get you down. So, like, I faced rocky turbulence before. I faced, like, shakiness and whatnot, but never, like, terrifying into the, like, regard of, like, I think I'm going to die. Stuff I saw in New York that I'm bringing? No, so basically my mom took, like, when she came down to help me with the surgery, she took some of my clothes and she's going to bring them down for me because I can't lift. I'm not allowed to. I mean, like, I'm not allowed to lift more than 15 pounds for the next 2 weeks. Why was Low DFA'd? Yeah, I don't know why he got DFA'd by the Nats. I was a bit surprised with that. Which does his best music so far? I like Macedonia. When I have really bad turbulence on a flight. It was like a while ago, but it wasn't anything like crazy. No seats because a family threw with a lap infant took his. Jeez. Screw says Mingle will play well. That's Cowboys homerism for you. There's no way. There's no way. Yeah, so I'm bringing my backpack. I'm bringing my rollaway or my like carry-on rolling thing with my computer in it. Coughlin Hall of Fame. He should be. No, it's related to the surgery. The crash, nothing happened. Nothing happened with the crash. I feel fine. It's related to the surgery. They don't want you to lift for a month after a gallbladder. Anything more than 15 pounds, like a carton of milk. So, make Callaway bound for a person to be a manager? Probably on that one. A lot of people still listen to doctors. Yep. It's crazy. You literally, like, they went to school for so long. They know what they're doing. They've done this before. It's like, just listen to the doctor. Don't do what you shouldn't do. And you're going to recover fine. It's like, I feel nothing right now. But, like, it sucks that I can't lift. I want to work out so bad. But it's like, just listen to the doctors. Don't do anything. Like it really is amazing. Like me being in the emergency room opened my eyes to so much because the amount of conversations I overheard with the doctor coming in to talk with a patient, and they're saying how they weren't taking their pills. I'm like, why? Like you're here for a follow-up. Are you in pain? Yes. Have you been taking the pills that we prescribed you? And they're like, no. I'm like, wait, what? Why would you not do that? I'm just thinking to myself, like if the doctor prescribes you something, just take it. Like, they know what they're doing. Like, at some point, yeah. Especially if they go to 18 games, 100%. I'm going to Disney World. I'm going to Disney World with my family. So, we're going to Disney. This was the only time we could do it before football season really started and before my sister was to start working in the school system. So. And let me get these ChatGPTs in. Let me get these in. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. See what it takes to get into the queue. And $5 for any audio video with ChatGPT. And we will go from there. Appreciate all you guys being here for this one. You think Zach's responsible? Yeah. Right, no, don't abuse it. Yeah. It's insane that people do not listen to their doctors. It really is. It really is nuts to me. John Hale should have been over Paige. I mean, Paige was great. Paige was great. I'm inclined to go with yes, but I mean, anytime a non-quarterback wins, I'm usually not going to hate on it because it's such a quarterback-driven award. Right, you can abuse anything. And there's, yeah. Will single-season receiving yards record have the Maris treatment when people discredit it? No. I don't think so. I mean, we don't see people discrediting Randy Moss's record for touchdowns over Jerry Rice. We don't see that. We don't see people destroying Peyton Manning's record for, well, he did it 16-game season, so I guess it's a little bit different. But we don't see people discrediting Dickerson's record, even though OJ did in 14 games. We don't see that. It's not like baseball in that regard. It's not like baseball in that regard. Favorite going into the season? My favorite for MVP is... Oh, man. Tua. My favorite is Tua. Tua's going to win the MVP this year. No. I mean, Allen won last year. I don't know if there's going to be voter fatigue. But I think Buffalo gets the 1 seed, so... I'm gonna go Josh Allen. Root canal from my teeth? Oof. Yeah. Yeah. Top 8 running back settings of the season. I would go Barkley, Henry, Robinson, Cook, and Jacobs. McCaffrey's healthy, obviously. He's in the top 5, but I just don't know if he can stay healthy. Moses won MVP. Yeah, well, the thing with that was a protest vote. That was a protest vote. A regular year does not win MVP. JJ and KOC win a Super Bowl with the Vikings for the next 10 years. I could see that. I definitely see that. I think KOC is a good coach, and I like McCarthy a lot. Niners from the West? Yeah, I mean, with the Rams' injuries right now, it's not a crazy take. We don't know what's Stafford right now. Well, here's the thing with Allen last year. The thing with Allen last year is I don't get how the same voters voted Lamar as first team All-Pro and they give Allen the MVP. It's the same set of voters. I don't get it. Genty and then Hunter. I mean, Hunter looked great at corner. I will say Hunter looked great at corner. Back to remote broadcast? Yeah, I'm watching on the local broadcast for the D-backs. 11-6 wins to the West. I could say fact on that one. I could say that. The early prediction, Genty and Hunter. I don't hate that. I don't hate that. Sever doesn't play a snap and was like Andrew Luck in 2017. That is... I would say 8 on that one. I would say 8. Vikings versus Washington. Rematch at 87. Yeah, like 10%. I'd be very surprised. Saquon Henry Gibbs, Bajan Jacobs. Oh yeah, I'll put him. Yeah, actually, move Jacobs to 6. I'll put Cook at 5. I completely blanked on Gibbs. Gibbs I put at 4. Bajan at 3, and then Saquon Henry. There's a clear top 2. I'll put it that way. There's a very clear top 2. There's a very clear top 2. Rams have a track record being strong once they got healthy past 2 years. How close would be a change of the Super Bowl pick? I'd be very close. Be very close at this point to changing the pick. I'd be very, very close. Be very close. You have Ravens being the Eagles and Lamar getting the crown jewel season. Well, that would lock him up for the Hall of Fame. I mean, he's already a Hall of Famer. That would lock him up. That would be the monkey off the back to be like Peyton Manning finally getting over the hump. Well, Bajan's great. Bajan Robinson is great. Bajan Robinson is great. I mean, last year, look at what Bajan did last year. I mean, he had 1,900 yards from scrimmage. He's so elusive. He's so elusive. If JJ won, would he be the youngest starting quarterback to win a Super Bowl? What was Big Ben when he won his? JJ's 22. By the time the Super Bowl, he'll be 23. What was Roethlisberger when he won his? JJ would be 23. Big Ben would be... Well, he's younger than Big Ben. Who was Brady when he won his first? He was... No, definitely not Brady. I think it would be. Ad channels. Haven't found any others. I haven't replaced Montana yet. That was a huge monkey on the back. H-Chan, well, H-Chan's really good. H-Chan's really good. Crown Jewel win MVP in Super Bowl? Yes. Big Ben beat... Yeah, Big Ben was the youngest. Big Ben was the youngest. Oh, crap. The NFLPA put one of its top lawyers on leave. Hang on, we got breaking news. The NFLPA is just a mess right now. Hudson Tail manners are so bad that he eats turkey with his hands. I'm going to go turkey. You're going to go salad. Honestly, salad. Let's go with salad. Wait, hang on. We have breaking news. The NFLPA has placed one of its top lawyers on administrative leave. What the hell? How does it keep getting worse for them? Multiple employees filed complaints with the union's human resource department. 5 sources! Holy crap! Mom spaghetti, yep. Heather McPhee. Allegations. Workplace conduct. Oh my god. 18-game season, only 1 bye week? No. No, they won 2. 2 bye weeks is more revenue. 2 bye weeks is more money. You have a 20-week regular season? Yeah. Right, so drumstick that? Yeah. That's why I changed to salad. That's why I changed to salad. Oh my god. How does this keep getting worse for the NFLPA? Yeah, they are the worst. Oh my god. Roblox? I've never played Roblox. I know it's a dangerous platform right now. I know it. I don't know the full details of it. I don't know the full details of it. But I know NFL season gets canceled. Oh, bonus ring? 11. No chance. No chance. MLPA worse than FIFA or IOC? No, FIFA is its own tier. FIFA's its own tier. I mean, anyone that thinks that anyone that thinks FIFA's not the worst at anything, all you have to do is listen to what their president said. Infantino said during the World Cup in Qatar. All I have to do is listen to that and be like, yeah, that's the worst. All I have to do is listen to that. LGPA just decided to cancel season. How much money they would lose would be insane. Yeah, all you have to do, I'll put it this way. What's wrong with FIFA? Well, besides the fact they're super corrupt. Art say, good news and bad news. Was it always this bad? It's been bad for a while, yeah. Good news, man, a girl with the body of a panther. The bandage says she face of a werewolf. Yeah, I know that Roblox, there's some grooming going on. What did he say? I'll just play the script. I'll play this. Anyone thinks FIFA's not the worst? What's wrong with the NFLPA? I mean, all the lawyers are just... I mean, they have no representation. No real good lawyers. FR's lawyers and lobby to spam the NFLPA. All right, appreciate you, man. No huts. FIFA's very openly corrupt. Yep, they are. Appreciate you, man. Let me get you on the call. Yeah, I'm just going to play what Infantino said. Besides the fact they're, super corrupt. I'm just going to play this. And we're going to go from here. And anyone thinks that FIFA's not the worst after this.
Have very strong feelings. I can tell you that.
This is real, by the way. This is real. The president of FIFA.
Today I feel Qatari. Today I feel Arab.
United Passions? Yes. Oh, that's
African.
Great. That made like $900.
Today I feel gay. Today I feel disabled.
What's he suggesting? I have no idea.
I feel a migrant worker.
Yeah, I don't know what he was suggesting with that, but anyone that thinks FIFA's not the worst run organization, there you go. Anyone, that's the precedent. Imagine Roger Goodell before the Super Bowl making that statement in his press conference. The Super Bowl press conference, imagine opening with that statement. Yeah, and that's real. That's not doctrine. That is 100% real. I remember when that I don't even know what it means. I honestly couldn't tell you what that means. I don't know what it was. It's provocative. It gets people going. Yeah, the discrimination plea. Yeah. Against the people going. It's provocative. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what it means. But anyone thinks FIFA's not the worst? Just play that 47-second clip. You know you're getting old when a fortune teller offers to read your hairline. Yeah, if that happened with Goodell, I would have so much content. If that happened with Goodell, I would have so much content, you would have no idea. Am I drunk? Today I feel drunk. I thought it was AM for a second. It's not. No, that was real. I remember when that happened. I remember when that happened in 22. I remember that. I was like, what kind of drugs is he on? That was, yeah. Bregman leaves? I don't think he will. No, I think Bregman's going to stay. But, yeah. Anyone that thinks... How about it was Sparking High Point in 2017? Pretty bad. So basically, they replaced a lot of parking lots with fountains to make it look nicer. And it does look nicer, but it made parking kind of a nightmare. Off campus, it was good, but on campus, it was a nightmare. Say I feel drunk. Yep, pretty much. Blank lately. Have you been seeing anyone lately? Oh my goodness. Bulls ready to blow it? -5. Oh my god. I still can't get over how bad that speech was. Same here for 2 months out. Today I feel Deflategate. Today I feel Bountygate. Today I feel Spygate. Today I feel the 2018 AFC Championship. MC Championship. Today I feel COVID. Yeah. Very good volleyball player. Yeah, she was very good. Very good. I remember like her and Molly Livingston, like that. I mean, Broadstream, I mean, there were so many good players on that team. Where have you been lately? Okay. Yeah, let's speak about WT's mouth. I would like call for his resignation immediately. Well, I think Otani and Judge are locks. Oh, that's a great jump. There we go. But does not get American to get on either way. Yeah, DeGrom and Sale. Yeah, DeGrom's close and Sale's close. So I feel yes. Can you imagine? I think Otani and Judge are locks right now, even if they never played again. With how many MVPs they won, I think they're locks right now. So they feel like 2017 Cleveland Browns, yep. No, Sarah's not locked in yet. No, not even close. But Otani and Judge are locked in right now. Otani and Judge are locked in. They could never play again, then would still be locked in. Because struck out? Oh, man. Yeah, but anyone thinks FIFA's not the worst of the bunch. Yeah, they're going to class their own, yep. The guy you didn't mention, interestingly enough, is Salvador Perez. The guy you didn't mention is Perez. He's got a shot. Perez is a very good shot. Right, unless I missed it. Did you say Perez? No, I didn't see Perez anywhere. He's got a shot. Kim Clone Assassin? Oh, God. Whew. Yeah, dude. Who's winning the Big 12 this year? I have Iowa State. It's so wide open. I have Iowa State winning the Big 12. I mean, I like Udo a lot for ASU. I just don't know because Scotty just carried that offense to an insane degree last year. I don't think it's sustainable. Am I here for WCW or am I here for the NWO? Yes, and that was said back in the 90s. Today I feel like a tree. Yes, Celebrity feels like a tree. A class of the Congdon School of Health Sciences. Okay, there's like 10,000 buildings now named Congdon. He's got his name on like every single building. Oh, come on, Guriel. Come on! Goodbye! 3-0 D-backs. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, this is an ethical use for AI, yes. There's like 20,000 buildings named Congdon on campus, so I can't even answer that. I honestly couldn't even answer that. There's like so many buildings named Congdon. Mom's in danger. Oof. Today I feel like the table. Yep, I am the table. I'm the walrus. I would say take such Big 12 championship. That's a good pick. Yeah, I can see it. I can definitely see that. I honestly couldn't tell you if I took it at Congdon. Again, like half the buildings at High Point were not there when I was there. Because they just expand every year. Unlucky Louis said, let me tell you how wrong my luck is. The government tried to call me to tell me they're building a blank in my backyard. They're building a monument in my backyard. The OPS is a great stat. I like OPS as a metric. That's one of the few advanced metrics that like I think the average fan understands and knows how to calculate it, and I like it a lot. All right, let's see. I feel like you guys are trash because it's your turn. There you go. Seeger's going to have an interesting case. I don't think he'll get in. I don't think Seeger will get in, but he's going to have an interesting case to keep this up. It's like the northern part of the country getting Tigers Twins. Everyone else, Yankees Cardinals. Not surprised. Two of the biggest fan bases in the sport. The Yankees get huge draw. I get that. Hang on, give me a second here. Let me get these ChatGPTs in. $5 more gets you for any audio video ChatGPT. Appreciate all you guys tuning in for this final stream before I go off to Disney. I went to the world's strangest country and western bar. Instead of a mechanical bucking bowl, it had a mechanical bucking cat. So I feel do good, yep. I don't know who any of those people are. I know Jordan Whitlock. Or no, that's Jason Whitlock. I don't know any of those people. I couldn't tell you a thing about any of them. Fucking checking? Ooh. Wait, who's hits for toe base for slugging? Yep, I got that. Toe base plus walks. That's a good metric too. That's a good metric too. All right. Got 4 ChatGPTs in. Let's just do this. Emmy Esker. I know of an Emmy. I don't... The last name does... It rings a bell, but I don't know why. I don't know why it rings a bell. But... I don't know why it rings a bell. I couldn't tell you who that is. But it looks familiar. Class president? Not my class president. Not mine. Was not my, I know my class president. Emmy was not mine. That might be why. Yeah. Yeah, I heard the name in passing. Maybe that's why. She was not my class president. And I wasn't in student government in college. I was in high school, but not in college. Yeah, I was class 2019. Yes, I was. Yes, I was. I was 2019. Did I feel like the fabulous? No, not Freddy Football. No. Not Freddy Football. Oh, no. Not Freddy Football. Oh, God. So you're going to script for at least 2 more 5 War seasons? That would change a lot, yeah. That would definitely change a lot. That would change some things. Alright, let's get the ChatGPT in. Yeah, new score for high school football. Yeah, Cujo showed me that. There's a lot of wasted space. I think what they're trying to go for there, it's a lot of wasted space. The basketball team in high school musicals, Wildcats, going to be the most common high school sports team. Yep. Wildcats and the Knights. Wildcats and the Knights. Uh-oh. Goodman, left field. Foul. Thank God. Oof. Okay. All right. Let's do some ChatGPT in. And you see what takes skin to the queue. $5 for anything. Right now, Keller is the leader because it's an overtime stream only. It's only a 30. So it's not 30-20-10 because it's an OT stream. So 30 will get added as things stand to Bears Chiefs. That would be the game that would get the $30 as things stand. He was our commencement speaker. Yes. Kaku was our commencement speaker. Dr. Kaku was our commencement speaker. He was good. He was good. Generic, but nothing crazy. Not like the Ohio State commencement speaker a few years ago. He was solid. He was solid. My sister's commencement speaker was better, but he was solid. He was solid. Super smart guy. Super smart guy. But that was our commencement speaker. Yes. Eagles are very common name. Yes. Texas football's 2 weeks from now. Let's go. College football starts a week from now. I'm excited about that. We're gonna be live. Oh yeah, hang on. I didn't put it in this video. I put it in the videos that are coming out. Let me show you the streaming schedule before we do this. And again, $25 by any one person in any one shot. The song is any way you want it. $50 for any song on this list that's not any way you want it. But let me show you the streaming schedule. So everything from here is to be determined. I do not know that name. Don't know that name. Everything Disney to be determined. Again, we're not streaming tomorrow. I can promise you that. No stream tomorrow because Not So Scary Halloween goes to like midnight and I'll be exhausted. So definitely not there. But here are the streams when we get back. Friday night, one of the preseason games, as you can expect. Saturday, Iowa State, Kansas State. Farmageddon over in Dublin. That's the only game on, so it's a good game too. But it's the only game on, so there's no like you make the call for that one. So we're doing that one, guaranteed. And then at night, a Fantasy Link. Yes, let me like the Fantasy thing again. Hang on. Yeah, Fantasy Link. Let me do that. I like my name. I like my name a lot. My name is Pink Pony Chub. Is that a common name? Is that a common name for a fantasy team name? I'm not drafting Nick Chubb, but I went with Pink Pony. I went with Pink Pony Chub. Yeah, let me link the fantasy in there. Hang on. A few people in so far. Perfect. All right. We got 5 in so far. Again, it's right now it's 20 teams, but I can obviously reduce it based on how many people are in the league and whatnot. So, Jaguars Dolphins later that night for preseason. Iowa State, Kansas State, week 0. That's the only game we're gonna do week 0. Just the only way. That's just the way it works out. I wish we could do others, but that's the only way it works out. So we will do. Let me just double check really quickly. Just check really quickly in terms of overtimes for that. Let me check overtimes for that. Let me just check. So let's check OT schedule for that. Friday after the preseason, we'll do OT. Saturday, I can't. I can do it after Iowa State, Kansas State. I can do OT after Iowa State, Kansas State, but I can't do it after Jaguars, Dolphins. So just keep that in mind. Can't do it after Iowa State, Kansas State. But I can do it after or I can't do it after Jaguars Fins. I can do it after Iowa State, Kansas State. Friday we can do OT regardless. Sunday night, Red Sox Yankees, and we can do OT after that. Monday, Tuesday, I have not decided what game we're doing or what you make the call options will be. I have to see, obviously, how competitive everything is in the standings. So I have to check that out before I say what games. But we will be doing Monday, Tuesday night, that. Wednesday, we'll do a members-only Q&A stream for August. Again, the last one we did was for July. I just didn't do because of the surgery in July. And then an MLB game that's to be determined after that. JG News and JG8. Oh, they're both coming back. I mean, JG9 News is going to be every day once I get back from Disney. I've just been backlogging videos. That's the problem right now, is I've been backlogging videos for Disney. August 23rd, the first? Yes, it is. That's for Scotch football game. And then JG8, we're going to have a lot of dumb decisions during football season. A lot of dumb decisions. That might back on the 24th. JG might back the 24th. So members only stream that MLB game. Thursday night, we'll have a 4-way you make the call. Non-live band karaoke songs. I have to find a good place. I mean, there's some good places around here, but I don't know when I go to those. JG7, I'm not sure if that's coming back. But non-live band karaoke songs, like, problem with that is that I don't know, like I don't know the order for that. Like the bands, I know the bands pretty well, so I know I can get up there. I can get up there pretty easily. Karaoke, sometimes the line is just insane. It's a very different vibe, but maybe at some point. But the August 28th, we'll have a 4-way option for you to make the call. One of these games: Boise, South Florida, ECU, NC State, Buffalo, Minnesota, Ohio, Rutgers. Then August 29th, Q&A overtime before, because I can't do it after the game, so we'll do it before. And the game on the docket, this will be a good one. This, I don't know which way this you make the call is going to go. I don't know which way. This one could be very competitive. Auburn, Baylor, Georgia Tech, Colorado. We'll do one of those two games, and you'll vote on that. And then the 30th, yeah, I want to bring JD7 back. Problem is just like copyright's a nightmare in baseball. And finding footage is insanely tough. That's a problem. JD7 is pretty cool, yep. And then August 30th, Texas, Ohio State, and LSU Clemson are locked in. So we'll do that at 12 and 7:30. And then, I don't know what we're going to, wait. Okay, hang on. Never mind. And then we will vote on the afternoon game. We'll do you make the call on that one. First regular game of the season? Yes, of course. Yeah, we're doing Eagles Cowboys when that is there. Bama, Florida. We'll do you make the call between. We'll do you make the call. Just make it interesting. We'll do you make the call. Bama, Florida State. I'm assuming it's going to win, but we'll have Marshall, Georgia, Penn State, Nevada, and I'll throw something else on too. I don't know, but I don't know what up. Actually, no. There's no point. There's no point. Are we almost over? No, not yet. Not yet. I mean, we have 4 ChatGPTs in. So we're going to do those. And nature's kind of calling, so I have to go in like a few seconds. I can feel it. But tell you why my boy Rocky always wins. 2 weeks before the fight, I don't let Rocky smoke. Don't let Rocky smoke. Yeah, I mean, I could do you make the call. Is it worth it? Is it really worth it? Because I have to do, the game is at 3:30 Eastern time that we're doing, because it's 12, 3:30, and 7:30. Is there really an option? Like, if I just do, I mean, unless there's a hundo jack. Could it take up an MLB for NFL? No, it could not. No. No, it could not. No, it could not. NFL games are locked in regardless. NFL games locked in regardless. Hang on, let me just put the bonus word in for the D-backs. I mean, hundo jacks would apply. I mean, a hundo jack would apply for the 3:30 game. So if you do want to do a hundo jack for the 3:30 game, you can. I'm not going to do you make the call. I think it'd be kind of pointless. After he stole second, he ate it. He ate it. I don't know. On that one. Let me go ate it. But I mean, there's no real good at games at 3:30. I mean, Bama, Florida State's the best option. And there's nothing else. Everything else is probably going to be a bloodbath. So, I probably just won't do You Make the Call for that one. 300. No, games can't get NFL games can't get overridden. And then Sunday we'll do both those games, and Monday we'll do that game. So that's the plan for college football. How many games in regular season college football team? 12. 12 per team. Now on that note, let's do some ChatGPT. Before I do, I have to go to the bathroom. So give me like about like 10 minutes. Again, this is one of the things with gallbladder nature. Sometimes calls, and if the Jags won division, I would be flabbergasted. I would be flabbergasted if they won. I don't see it happening. Come on with your surprise, Helson Boone another lead. Jeez, he has not been that good for the Mets since coming out from the Cards. Been surprised by that. Been surprised by that. Appreciate you, come on. Appreciate you, man. So the Mets are trailing. What's the score of the Mets game right now? Is it 3-3 now? Oh boy. Oh boy. All right, I'll be right back. I just have to go to the bathroom really quickly. So give me like, hopefully no more than 10 minutes. Just one of those things sometimes with the gallbladder. You can't really hold it in, basically. I'll put it that way. You can't really like, you could wiggle a little bit and make it work, but without a gallbladder, definitely have to, if I have to go, I gotta go. So you guys have like 10 minutes, and then we'll do the ChatGPT. So give me a second. Oh, come on, Jose. Hang on. Gone. 5-0 D-backs. Let's go. Okay. Be right back. All right, guys. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Let's see. What's happening, chat? Apologies about that. All right, we're good to go. Let's see. Prison Break. Let's see. Nestle. Pipe and Poop. That's good. Wendy Testaburger, but obviously that's not for match game. Precinct game this week? Yeah, there are lots of games this week for Precinct. We're just not doing it because I'm going to be in Disney. So, have I read that new book? I'm guessing there's a punchline to that because I have no idea what you're talking about. Tough Teddy. Oh, wait. When you go to Bay in the Barber, tip him with parts your hair with an ice cream cone. If you don't, he parts your hair with a hedgehog. Porcupine. Actually, porcupine. Let's go porcupine. Tough Teddy is really tough. When he was in school, he was voted most likely to survive a nuclear war. Yeah, I've not read that book. By Benjamin Dover. Football cartoon. That's a good question. I don't know. What am I doing in DC? I'm going to Disney. I'm not going to DC. No, I'm going to Disney. I'm not going to DC. I've never been to DC. Hopefully I can go in 27 for the NFL draft. But I've never been to DC. Amazingly enough. I'm going to Disney. Disney World, not Washington, D.C. We're doing a week in Disney celebrating my my sister graduating from grad school. So. Alright, Lionel Hutz Jr. We're going to do a little bit of... We're going to do a little bit of ChatGPT. And we got 4 in the queue right now again. $5 or more gets you in at this point. Just something to keep in mind. And right now, Keller's in front with the XP, so $30 going to Bears the Chiefs as things stand. All right, here we go. This is Hutz Jr. representing Brian Flores in the lawsuit against the NFL. Mr. Hutz Jr., you may proceed with your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you've heard days of testimony. You've seen evidence, texts, emails, witness accounts, and all of it points to one undeniable truth. Brian Flores was not treated equally. Not because of his performance, not because of qualifications, but because of his race. He was offered sham interviews, interviewed after jobs were already promised to white candidates. And when he spoke up, he was blackballed. Wait, where's the part where he fixed whiplash? That always works. Shh. Let's talk legal precedent. In McConnell-Douglas Court versus Green, the Supreme Court laid out a framework for providing employment discrimination. We followed it to the letter. Mr. Flores established he belonged to a protected class. He was qualified. He suffered an adverse employment action. The circumstances give rise to an inference of discrimination. The NFL says this is just how hiring works. That it's competitive. But competition doesn't explain the patterns. It doesn't explain the internal emails with phrases like optics over outcome. It doesn't explain a coach being told to lose games for money and then punished for refusing. Objection, mischaracterization of the facts. Overruled. You had your turn. Sit down. Whoa, that was procedure. Actual procedure. Oh my God. This case is not just about one man. I've never heard of that channel. It's about a pattern. A system that allows discrimination to hide behind spreadsheets and polite rejection letters. You can end that today. You can tell Brian Flores and every coach who's ever been told you're not a good fit without ever getting a fair shot that this country still honors justice. That's a great closing statement. That is a great closing statement. And Shadeur is officially out. Shadeur is officially out for Sunday's game against the Eagles. Just here, part of our Rappaport. Officially out. He sits, the courtroom's silent, the judge nods, the jury returns. We find in favor of Brian Flores. He won? Without yelling? Without bribing a witness? He used facts? This must be what pride feels like, or indigestion. You came, son. I didn't understand a word of that, but it was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in court. Next time, try falling down the stairs for added emphasis. Juries love that. Thanks, Dad. I'll stick with the federal rules of civil procedure instead. And there you go. That's evidence what Hutz Jr., the competent son, represents, and Lionel Hutz cannot believe his eyes. All right, next up, the Brat Pack learns about ChatGPT and uses it for other assignments. Here we go. Draw a picture and write 5 sentences about your family. Oh god, that's so easy. I don't want to write about my family. My crayons are stupid and my hands are tired. I wish I was a tree. Trees don't have to write anything. Guess what I found? They're on a group video call. There's this robot thingy called ChatGPT. You just type in stuff and it does your homework for you. What? Why has nobody told me this before? I should have had this since I was born. I don't get it. Is it like a magic genie or something? No, DW, it's better. It's a smart robot. Watch. Caillou types in, write 5 sentences about your family. Sure. My family is very special. I have a mom and a dad who love me very much. Whoa, is it doing it for you? That's it. I'm never writing anything again. Make it say I live in a castle with 15 ponies and a talking unicorn butler. Make it write a story where I save the world and Arthur is stuck in a trash can. So Lilbramber prints out an essay and slaps it on the teacher's desk while muttering boom. Caillou tells his parents I'm a genius now while ChatGPT spits out science facts behind him. Little Princess demands an official world proclamation using ChatGPT. AW tells Buster, I don't need school anymore. I've got a robot. All the kids hand in perfect assignments. Little Brown Bear, you spelled photosynthesis correctly? How did that even work? Write 5 sentences about your family. When would photosynthesis even come up in that? I'm trying to imagine the context. Write 5 sentences about your family and photosynthesis comes up as one of the words in there. Unless it's like a plant family. Photosynthesis. Photosynthesis. One of the funniest jokes on SpongeBob. I'm just naturally advanced now. Caillou, this essay uses SAT level vocabulary. Do you even know what the SAT is? I've been reading really hard, like books and stuff. Little Princess, your report claims you are royalty with the unicorn butler. Are you saying I'm not? What happened was before I applied? No. Honestly, I did not. I didn't know before a college fair. Before I went to a college fair at the Javits Center in my junior year, like April my junior year, the day after the Final Four. If it wasn't for that, I would have no idea what happened was. College fair and a guidance counselor. We put in like all the what I was looking for in a college, and High Point was the highest match. And I'm like, oh, okay, I've never heard this school before. Also, I never made the tournament before, so I would have no idea. Because I know in football, and then that. We know you use AI to do your assignments. What's AI? You spied on us! It's not cheating, it's using resources? Yeah, if the robot didn't want us to use it, it wouldn't be free. The 4 are sitting together, and they realize they got caught. Okay, so maybe we did get caught, but that robot still works, right? Oh yeah, I already asked it to write my apology letter. I told it to write mine in glitter. I made mine in rhyme. My parents were so impressed, they have no idea. This is the best thing ever. 213 less 15, yeah, that's 10 on the panic meter. That's a 10 on the panic meter. Yeah, no, it's definitely bigger now. Well, the campus is bigger, they made the tournament, so... And obviously it's blown up on social media because of how nice it is. I mean, the campus is gorgeous. Like, now I would know about it. I'll put it this way. If I was a student today, I would know about it. If I was a high school student today, I would know about it. But that's because they made the tournament. The tournament helps a lot. Like, I would not have known about before the tournament, but if I made the tournament, I would have known about it. All right, next up, Lionel Hutz trying to ban the use of phones, and blue-haired lawyer represents a family fighting the ban. Jags have a Titans run their own 1 yard. The Titans set around a double reverse score, 99 touchdown. I mean, we've allowed one before. What's the second one to me? So we go. Court is now in session. Springfield versus the right to carry cell phones. Mr. Hutz. You're representing the school district? That's right, Your Honor. Lionel Hutz, attorney at law. Let me just say, I haven't lost a case this week. Technically. Define this week. I was picking another school. Florida was my second. Yeah. Yeah. I was so debating on Florida. I was so debating on Florida. Hang on. Truck plays deep in their own territory because if it gets blown up, you're screwed. It's a safety. You're punting from your end zone potentially. Last stream till next week. No. So the game plan is tomorrow no stream. Guarantee tomorrow no stream. But the parks at Disney close at 9. I'll be back in the hotel most nights by like 10. So I figure we're going to be live from like 10:30 to midnight. If we're going to be live from 10:30 to midnight, I have a hard out at midnight every night because I need to get sleep. I don't want to be going in the parks in like 2 hours of sleep. But we'll be streaming in Disney if all goes according to plan. Just have to check on the Wi-Fi. I'm bringing an Ethernet. I'm bringing my computer. Tomorrow no stream, but Saturday we should have a stream. We should have a stream on Saturday. So we'll be streaming, I would say, every other night, potentially. I would say every other night. Yeah, 2 weeks from now. Yep, 2 weeks from now. I would say Saturday night we should definitely be good. Saturday night we definitely should be good. Because we're going to Epcot that night. And fireworks are at 9. Park closed at 9. So should be back by like 10. And then, yeah, usually expect... I'll keep you updated every day. Every day I'll keep you updated. Usually 10:30 to midnight, I would assume. Yeah, I'd be roasting tremendously. I would assume 10:30 to midnight. Not Friday. Saturday, I'm pretty confident. Sunday, I'm pretty confident. Monday, probably not. Wednesday, probably. Thursday, I'm leaning no. Tuesday is up in the air. I would say yes, though, on that. Football themed cartoon channels? I do not. So, in terms of when I think we're going to be streaming, Friday, no. Definitely not Friday. Saturday, yes. Sunday, yes. Monday, up in the air. Tuesday, yes. Wednesday, yes. Thursday, no idea. Fourth and goal at the 20 or convert on onside kick? Oh, onside kick is way harder. Onside kick is way harder. Mets lose? Oh, Jesus. Are you kidding me? Did the Mets seriously lose again? Oh my God, this is happening. How far away are the D-backs? I mean, they're up 5-0 right now. Let's assume that they don't completely collapse against the worst team in baseball history. Let's assume they don't completely collapse against the worst team in baseball history. Let's assume they don't completely just fall apart. Let's assume the Mets were 5.5 back. That'll drop to 5. Yeah, because if they lose... So if we hold on, holy crap. If we hold on, we're 4.5 out. With this team and all these injuries. Holy crap. Oh, God, I'm starting to believe again. Oh, crap, I'm starting to believe again. Are you actually kidding me? Yeah, well, now, yeah, it just got updated. Yeah, this the MLB website. Yeah, so now it'd be... Holy crap. If we win this game, we're going to be 4.5 out. With a selling team, with everyone on the IL. Oh my goodness. I don't believe this. I really don't believe this. The D-backs are somehow back in this thing. Yeah, let's go to Chase down. Oh, let's do it. We're somehow back in this thing. I genuinely don't believe this. I wrote this season off after we sold at the deadline, which we went like 1-9 that 10-game stretch. I wrote the season off. We actually might have a chance. We actually might do this thing. I don't think we will. I'm not crazy. I'm not stupid. We actually have a fighting chance, potentially. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Is there 3 against the Reds? We have 3 against the Reds. That's key. We have 3 against the Reds. At home. I mean, that is not... Rangers would just be in a series. Red Sox, who are struggling. Giants, Twins, Giant. I mean, that's... Oh my goodness. That is not... That's doable. This stretch is doable. You win this series against the Rockies. You take 2 of 3 from the Reds. Hold your own in this series. And then this is the stretch. This is the 5-series stretch where you have a shot. You go 9-6 in this stretch, and who knows? I don't believe this. I genuinely don't believe this. This team has a fighting shot, potentially. I have no hope, but I'm starting to believe a little bit. I'm kind of terrified. I'm starting to believe that this team could do it. I'm starting to believe this team could do it, potentially. I'm terrified of that. But, that's what I talk about, yep. Where's this collab strength? This would be up there. This would definitely be up there. Consider their payroll. This would be up there. Alright. ChatGPT. And again, $5 more for any audio, video, ChatGPT. See what it takes to get into the queue. We got 2 more ChatGPTs in. Here we go. Springfield versus the right to carry cell phones. Mr. Hutz, representing the school district? That's right, Your Honor. I don't think the Cards got their wild card. I don't think they do. Lionel Hutz, attorney at law. Let me just say. Oh, wait. I haven't lost this particularly. Ladies and gentlemen of the bench, I present to you Exhibit A. Phones are distracting, dangerous, and possibly time travel devices? Ooh, I saw a documentary on it, or maybe it was a dream. Either way, compelling stuff. Objection, Your Honor. Mr. Hutz appears to be citing Back to the Future. Sustain, Mr. Hutz. Stick to the real arguments. Of course. Real arguments. Now, who among us hasn't seen a child trip over a phone, or use to cheat, or record a teacher doing something embarrassing? These are dangerous devices. Why, one nearly exploded in my microwave. Long story. Did you put a phone in your microwave? I was testing its durability, Your Honor, for science. It's dangerous. If I may, Your Honor, my clients contend that the school's total phone ban is an overreach. Students use phones for communication, safety, even medical alerts. The school could implement guidelines without confiscating basic rights. Objection. That sounded very well prepared and smart. Overruled. Furthermore, Alex here has a medical condition that requires constant contact with their parent. A total ban could endanger their health. But what if the phone rings during a test and the teacher has a nervous breakdown? What then? Are we going to let teachers cry in the broom closets while children scroll TikTok? Mr. Hutz, do you have an actual legal precedent? I did, but I think my dog ate it. Wait, do cats eat paper? Or is that dogs? We cite Tinker v. Des Moines, Your Honor. Students do not shed their constitutional rights at a schoolhouse gate. Aha. But do they shed their phones? Huh? No. You know, that's actually not a bad argument. That's actually not a crap argument. There is no constitutional right to have a cell phone. I know that case. That's a real case. That's actually not a bad argument. I know it's like a complete joke. I know Hutz, he actually kind of stumbled his way into an actual argument. That's not... I love that. He stumbled his way into an actual argument that there's no constitutional right to a cell phone. Like, there are, like, there's cases of, like, there's certain things that are allowed to be banned in schools to foster a safe learning environment. Like, there's actual, like, he stumbled his way into something actual there. Somehow. And down baseball, because my dad started a baseball player, yeah. Was it interesting? Drum man saying, yep. I don't have any hope for the Jaguars this year, so. Yeah, Vikings, I don't know how they came back in that game. Mr. Hutz, sit down. Yes, Your Honor, but I do so under protest. And also because my knees are acting up. The court finds in favor of the family. The phone ban is hereby overturned. Justice prevails. They warned me not to prep for this trial during karaoke night, but I couldn't help myself. I sounded so convincing. Court's adjourned. Hutz walks out. Hello? Yes, I just wrapped another trial. How'd it go? Let's just say the judge was biased toward laws. I'm going to file a complaint. And next up, blue-haired lawyer going to disband or lobby to disband the NFLPA. Here we go. Your Honor, may it please the court, I represent the National Football League, a non-profit organization by technicality alone, and I appear today with a simple, logical, and entirely reasonable request to disband the NFL Players Association. Mr. Lawyer, that is a rather significant request. Indeed, Your Honor, significant but entirely justified. The NFLPA, once a respected institution of player representation, is now a scandal-ridden swamp of fiduciary neglect and tattooed treachery. He raises a folder. Exhibit A. Yeah, the Giants choke job. Yeah, 0-2 was like, hold my beer. 0-2 was hold my beer. You know, you can always express positively. Yeah, this season will be great for the Marlins. No matter what happens the rest of the way. This season has exceeded all expectations. And you have to love, I mean, getting rid of Arise. I get why getting rid of Arise was heartbreaking, but I will say, who you got in the trade, I think you got a better player. It's early. It's early, but you might have gotten a better player. The Arise trade might have worked out perfectly for you guys. The Arise trade might have worked out really well for you guys. All things considered. Another playoff game where a team won despite the coach completely screwing up the clock management. You can say Super Bowl 49. I'll say Super Bowl 49. You can make the argument on that one. That Belichick, when they were down by the 1 yard line, should have called timeout. 97 AFC Championship. If the Steelers had a better quarterback, they probably win that game. But Denver deserved the win. Denver deserved that one. We're looking forward to the September window. I haven't looked at the September window yet. Yeah, I would say Super Bowl 49. The coach, I mean, Belichick should have called timeout. Belichick's a great coach, don't get me wrong. But when the Seahawks got down to the 1, you got to call timeout in that spot because you want to have as much time as possible to lead a drive down the field yourself. So, considering the situation, I would have called timeout after they got down to the 1. Yeah, I don't know how yeah. Slash was good. We'll go to third. 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 Come on, Alec. Come on. Oh, that's a great throw. Man. That's a great throw. I can't handle the hustle. I can't handle the decision. I said go for third. That's it. I've never seen the base came out of the wait. I've never seen the base came out of the dirt. Thomas slid in, the base came off. What's the ruling on that? He was tagged out before he reached the bag, but the base came off. The base literally got dislodged. That's a heck of a throw. That's a heck of a throw. I can't hate on the decision to send him. Most ever head coach of all time, Sandwich. That's a great throw from first. Man, I've never seen that before. He slid into third, feet first, and the base came out of the dirt. That's a great throw. I can't handle the hustle. Can't handle the hustle. Yeah, that was not a smart decision for the Seahawks. You could also have a quarterback and wasn't having Kara bench for Maddox in 0-2. And more ticked off when Kara benched him again after 2 wins. And Max was back from injury. Well, Max was also my heart for the XFL. But other than that, yeah. All right. Here we go. Exhibit A. The recent resignation of the NFLPA president after it was revealed he embezzled over $8 million. Mostly in cryptocurrency, fantasy football NFTs, and questionable hovercraft investments. How can a union lead when its president is leading from a maximum security holding cell? Demonstrated both Belichick and Carroll? Yes, I would have. Yes. Objection, Your Honor, irrelevant. Misconduct by leadership does not dissolve the constitutional right to collective bargaining. But this isn't leadership. It's a Ponzi scheme with shoulder pads. Sustained barely. You're on thin ice, but proceed. Exhibit B. Their last collective bargaining agreement included a clause allowing players unlimited mental health days so long as they posted an inspirational quote on social media. One quarterback missed 3 games after quoting Tony Robbins. Exhibit C. The union attempted to purchase a defunct amusement park in Florida, claiming it would be repurposed as a wellness retreat. In reality, it was a front for underground pickleball tournaments. Heaven forbid players relax between concussions. Underground pickleball or preseason in Yukon? I might take pickleball on that one. NFL underground pickleball tournament or preseason tournament in Yukon? Make the call. Make the call on that. Objection, sarcasm, and concussion humor. Sustained on the sarcasm, overruled on humor. I will admit it was a bit clever. Your Honor, the NFL is not opposed to unions. We're simply opposed to this union. This chaotic, rudderless flotilla of entitlement and cryptocurrency fraud. The players deserve better. So Piccolo is fun to play, just it's a pain in the butt to watch. So boring to watch, but really fun to play. They deserve competent representation. Perhaps a carefully curated Slack channel, or a podcast-based leadership structure. Her New Heights is doing pretty well. Anything but this. Let me get this straight. You're asking the quote to the court to involuntarily dissolve a federally recognized labor union because it made bad investments and quoted Tony Robbins? Precisely, Your Honor. If we... Yeah, they should have... They had time. They should have gone down the field. If we allow this organization to continue, what's next? Dental plans that cover gold grills? 401ks? Invested solely in commemorative sneakers? The real motive here is union busting. The FL wants compliant, voiceless employees who break their femurs for $800K a year and a signed bobblehead. Incorrect. We want employees who don't unionize via Twitter polls. I'll take this under advisement. And I suggest both parties prepare for a long review process. We may need a full psychological profile on the union, and possibly a crash course in NFT auditing. If the union survives, tell your quarterback to stop live streaming the negotiations. TikTok is not appropriate forum for arbitration. There you go. Yeah, Reed took his sweet time on that one. And then the Patriots-Chiefs game a decade later was like, hold my beer. Even worse. All right, last call for anything in the queue. Any audio, video, ChatGPT as things stand. If we sign off here, Keller is in front. Keller wanted the Chiefs game, so $30 would go to the Chiefs game. If this stands. So I'm just going to put 30 on so you see what the standings are. We got another week for this. You make the call. No, not that one. Not that one. The divisional game. The divisional game back in, what was it, 2015. Where they scored a touchdown. It, was the longest drive ever. That was insane. Patriots Chiefs 2015. That was... I would have lost my mind watching that game on stream. That was just... Basically, the Chiefs were down by 14 points. They had the ball with 6.5 minutes left. And they decided to run out the clock and run a... How many plays was this drive? Hang on. A 16-play drive. A 5.5 minute 16-play drive down by 14 with 6 minutes to go in the game. Just phenomenal. Phenomenal clock management on the Chiefs' part in that game. Yeah, he had all... Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Like, it was something special. It was a great drive if it wasn't, with 6 minutes left in the game down by 14. That was... I was like, there's no urgency. I'm like, what the heck are you doing? But that was the Andy Reid clock management special for you. That was Andy Reid clock management for you. It's improved a lot, but it helps when you have Mahomes. Yeah, ring the dang ball. There you go. Once you get the group back, watch out. Absolutely. All right, last call for anything. I was going to sign off here again. Click the link above to watch today's video. This is the link to the Fantasy League if you want to join. I am Pink Pony Chub. So, last call also for karaoke. $25 for any way you want it. $50 for any other song on the list. Last call. I was going to sign off here. New video dropping tomorrow. It will be about the blackout. The blackout game that was shown illegally involving the Cardinals back in the day. That's a fun video. We got another one coming out. We got a bunch coming out there in Disney. Next time you see me stream, I'll be in my hotel room in the Contemporary in Disney, which should be a lot of fun. Haven't seen today's video? Click that link above. I'll show you what right now my back end looks like. I've got a lot that's just in the... I won't show, but I do have stuff that's in the queue. I have to record a script. I have to edit that video, so I'm going to get on that right now and have that done before I pack and do that. So appreciate you guys tuning in. I'll let you know Disney goes. I'm going to change the emojis too to make it Disney-related emojis. So you'll have some new Disney emojis. Like no stream tomorrow. No stream tomorrow no matter what. I can promise you that. Come on, Marte, off the wall. Oh, that was a very good bounce. Oh, that was a very good bounce off the manual scoreboard. That's got a shot to be, yeah, 7-0. 7-0, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Whew. Oh, God. I love playing the Rockies. I love playing the Rockies so much. Appreciate you guys a ton. JG9 sign off. See you on Saturday for a stream. Tomorrow we'll have a video dropping. And yeah, take care, guys. See you soon from